In your note, you make the point that you need to know the end game in order to make a call or have a view on earnings or the economy. Problem is, nobody knows the end game. So how much do you read into today's market rebound, for instance?
Not much. I mean, I think yesterday, we were spending most of the day, reviewing inputs from our desk, watching for signs of capitulation. And one of the things that's quite interesting is while it seems like we got some capitulation, some deleveraging, quote unquote, degrossing by the institutional community, by the hedge fund communities, what's been, quite surprising, I think, to us is that private clients and some of our investors have continued to be buy the dip investors. And so while we certainly got to oversold conditions yesterday, we don't think that we're at a point of capitulation or a point where the Larry Summers scenario of an actual recession, which is a non-zero possibility, gets discounted. We think that that point would come where, markets and the S&P 500 could fall as much as to 4,600. Now, we're not making that call right here, but we do think that your point at the top of this block, that volatility is here to stay, is the right one. And I don't know that today's move has a lot of legs underneath it other than people just trading the book on oversold conditions.
So, Lisa, how do you think about a Trump put or a Fed put? Nobody knows anything when it comes to policy, but is there a pain point at which you would expect or you might expect or you could reasonably expect some kind of intervention?
So, look, I think that's one of the issues that investors have had to grapple with is that, unfortunately, as 2025 has rolled out, both the Fed put and the fiscal or Trump put has been removed. The Fed has been making clear, really since their first meeting in January, that they are focused on the data, they're focused on patience, they don't see urgency. And they want to be mindful and watchful for inflation. And obviously, this tariff data makes their job that much harder, points that Chair Powell emphasized on Friday. I think that the Trump administration and their various, communiques over the weekend through their various cabinet member ambassadors have all made it clear this ain't over quickly. And while, Bessent, I think, is trying to talk about negotiation, you have folks like Peter Navarro really digging in and saying, no, this is a strategic repositioning of global trade policy for the rest of time, and this is where we are, and nothing's changing. So I think that suggests that it would take a lot more pain for the American people, meaning unemployment, and not just, stock market pain, for Trump to rethink the direction of travel.